Okay, welcome to Button Up Solutions. I want you to go ahead and settle in and grab your iced tea or water, whatever you've got. Um, and let's take a deep breath together and we're going to get started on this. This is a safe place. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about something that's a little hard to explain. And if you've lived it, you'll understand though. It's a strange moment when a place that you've known your whole life, it suddenly stops feeling like home. For me, that moment came after my dad passed in 2022. I grew up in that house. Every corner held a memory. Daddy's laugh, his footsteps, his presence, all of it lived in those walls. But after he left this world and went to heaven, something shifted. Mom was still there, but the house felt hollow, almost like the air had changed. I remember walking in and thinking, why does this feel so empty? It wasn't the furniture or the quiet necessarily, because he was always a quiet man for the most part. It was just the absence of his presence. And here's the part that's hard to admit out loud. Being there became harder and harder, and Mom needed us more during that time. I didn't always show up the way I wished I had. I visited when we went to church together. We had our moments, but there was something that was missing, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. She leaned more toward the other girls, and that's okay. That's what she needed. That's who she needed during that season. And I'd be lying if I said it didn't sting a little, but that's just the way things are. Grief has a way of rearranging the furniture in your heart. It shifts things around, and you don't always know where to put everything back. So when Mom passed in 2024, just 2 years after Daddy had, that house became a memory instead of a home. And I had to learn something important. Home isn't always a place. Sometimes home is the people that God gives us. And we don't always realize that a lot of the times, but that's the truth. When they go on, to be with Jesus, we have to let him rebuild what home means inside us. There's a scripture that carried me through that season, and it's simple, but it's steady. That scripture is found in Psalms 46:1. Again, I always use King James Version because I believe that's the scripture that's the most sound scripture. It is, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. So I held on to that one because when the house felt empty, God didn't. And when the rooms felt quiet, his presence didn't. And when I felt like I'd failed or fallen short, he reminded me that grief is not a test. It's a journey. So if you're walking through a season where home doesn't quite feel like home anymore, I want you to hear me. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're grieving. And God meets you right there. He meets all of us right there in the hollow places. And he'll begin to rebuild you. That's what he did for me. So take a deep breath, sip your iced tea or your ice water. Let's keep walking this healing road together. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope something in the episode gave your heart a little room to breathe. If you're walking through trauma, grief, or just trying to steady yourself in a season that feels heavier than you expected, I've got something that might help you. I've put together a free guide. It's called 7 Scriptures for Trauma Healing. 7 steady, God-breathed verses to help you calm your spirit, settle your thoughts, remind your heart that you're not walking the road alone. You can download it right now. Go to buttonupsolutions.com/scriptures. And if this episode encouraged you today, go ahead and share it with a friend who might need that same comfort today. leave a review on your listening platform, whether that's Apple, Spotify, YouTube, wherever it is. That'll help more women find the safe space. And of course, you're always welcome to come hang out with me at buttonupsolutions.com. Alrighty, go fill your iced tea, take a breath, and remember, healing is a journey. You don't have to walk it by yourself. I'll see you next time.